What's up, guys? Welcome back to the That's So Dev podcast. My name is Dev. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Y'all know we got some tea to get into. But before we get into this tea, make sure you go ahead and follow me at That's So Dev on Twitter, Instagram, and literally everywhere else. If you're streaming on YouTube, I appreciate you. Make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Love that for you. Now, we got some Fifth Harmony tea to get into today, and I think that this tea is actually quite like quality. So there has been some bullshit going around about Ally Brooke, and it's time to clear this the fuck up, okay? Okay. Ally Brooke is the glue to Fifth Harmony. Ally Brooke was the glue to Fifth Harmony. Now, I see a lot of people who was never standing Fifth Harmony and have no context about the group and don't really know anything, commenting on Ally Brooke saying that Simon Cowell told her that she was the glue of the group. Simon told her is what she said. She didn't say that she said that she was. Simon told her, and we are saying that she is, confirming it, right? Exactly. Ally Brooke is the oldest member of Fifth Harmony, obviously always has been, because, you know, bitches can't catch up in age. All they can do is just say the same motherfucking level that they are, right? You know what I mean? Like, a bitch can't be 25 and then a bitch catch up to you at motherfucking 29 and you're still 29. Like, that shit doesn't happen, right? Exactly. So Miss Ally Brooke has always been the level-headed, the mature one in the group, okay? Let's just start there, because the girls came into this industry at what, 14, 15? All of the girls, the other four aside from her, 14, 15, coming into I believe 14, 15, it's definitely between 14 and 16, but I believe 14 and 15 when they first stepped into the X Factor space. But, you know, Ally Brooke, again, being 19, being the oldest one, it really showed, you know what I mean? It definitely felt like she was the glue. And I remember when, you know, Ally had a passing in her family and she was gone for a bit and came back and reunited with the girls, and you can really just tell that there was this glue that Ally had that kept the girls just intact as a group. Because honestly, I feel like each individual girl's focus is elsewhere. And that's not necessarily because they don't want to make the group happen, but they're all each individually their own person, right? They have their own things that they care about. You know, like Dinah and Camila coming into the group, 14 damn years old, like they are children, you know what I mean? They don't have any foundation themselves right now to even be the glue to the group. Did they know what that was? You know, Lauren and Monty, honestly, in their own world, and Lauren really focusing on really being vocal and stepping into her own space. Monty's journey in Fifth Harmony is very, 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 I feel like she had to shrivel up a lot of the time. So I feel like she always had bigger fish to fry, even though the focus had to be on the group. There was always microaggressions, racism, everything. Like, you know what I mean? Even if the girls of lighter skin complexions couldn't pick what they wanted to wear lip gloss wise or foundation, like, generally there's a concept on how to go about your skin, where Normani, that's not the case. So each girl really had their own experience within one, and I don't think people think about that. Now, Miss Ally Brooke, people have and here's the thing, because people obviously know Camila and Normani, and then they know Dinah, Lauren, and Ally. Let's be realistic. That wasn't always the case. People knew Camila and Lauren, and then knew Ally, Dinah, and Normani. But things have shifted, because outside of the group, that focus that some of the other girls got, they no longer get, to be honest. And Lauren is definitely one of those people, and I think that's because Lauren has taken a completely different route. Lauren is not with the label. Lauren is not confining to the industry. You know, which is, you know, if you look at it, is Dinah, is Ally, is Lauren. Look at them. They're not really confining to the industry. They're really doing their own things. They're on their own labels or with teams that they trust. You know what I mean? So I feel like each of those girls have taken a path that is healing and comfortable for them. All things considered. Anyway, a bitch got off track. Let's get back to what we're talking about. Ally being the glue to the group. Now, with knowing that everybody has, each individually, their own experience, they all had something to really focus on. Whereas I think Ally had a better comprehension of what this could do, where this could go, and what talent that they have. Right? So while everybody is, going on about the ways of the industry, the ways of the group, you've got racism from Camila, you've got Lauren being vocal, you have Dinah being the youngest, doesn't entirely know what's going on, and, you have Ally Brooke over here. So, while Ally Brooke, everybody is like, okay, Ally Brooke is, to everybody, I don't want to say this, but to everybody in their mind, she is the weakest link to them. You're only as strong as your weakest link, and that says a lot about Fifth Harmony. Well, did a bitch lie? No, not really. Look, Ally, it's one of those things where people on the internet who are discussing Ally Brooke, they don't know Ally Brooke. They don't know the journey. They weren't around when Camila took Ally to a concert, or whether they went to a concert together, and Camila ended up leaving Ally high and dry and ended up writing a song with Shawn Mendes. And then after that, Camila getting a solo manager for her solo career while also being in the group. Ally Brooke sees that. She's like, oh, no, baby, we need protections. Because you dip, they're throwing us to the side. So essentially, Ally Brooke goes and gets Dina LaPoe. And if you don't know who that is, she got Tupac's music from Death Row. And if you don't know how much of a task that is, please do your research. She is definitely one of the best, if not the best, music lawyers in the industry. And Ally Brooke went out of her way to go get that for the girls. Not Lauren, not Normani, not Dinah. Ally Brooke went to go do that. And essentially, that resulted in them getting their contracts renegotiated. The lawyer literally said it was the worst contract that she had seen in this industry. Which is another reason why Fifth Harmony's story needs to be told. Especially from people, like, you came from X Factor. You came from a reality TV competition that a lot of people still do today and still may not talk about. So, girl, this story is, there's a lot of things that can help a lot of artists and a lot of girl groups, generally speaking. But, it's just the fact that Ally Brooke really went out of her way to save that group, because they look exactly how the label treated them after Camila left, despite having the most viewed video of 2016, blah, 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 top 3 album, several hits off the album. You know what I mean? They had a promo single that literally almost debuted on the Hot 100 literally about 2-3 months later. The Life, if you don't remember. Yeah, for sure. So 727 was definitely doing something. And the return that they gave Fifth Harmony, the fact that that is going untalked about, it needs to be a story. It needs to be something that somebody is discussing. Okay? Because I just can imagine that an experience like that would just go untold. But I'm sure there are millions of them. But who is going to be the person that actually says something about it? Because, and I do believe it's going to have to be Ally, and I don't think that her book got into certain spaces. You know what I mean? Like, it probably gave a lot of fans insight on some surface level things regarding the group and what was going on day to day, that we would want to know how certain situations were handled, you know what I mean, how certain people felt. Like, it was just super surface level for the most part. And it's not that it was quote unquote surface level, but there's so much to the story to where it's like only the surface was just scratched. You know, and you can't really tell people, you know, when they're victims. You can't tell them when to tell their story, blah, blah, blah. They have to tell it on their own time. And if they want to tell it individually or if they want to tell it as a group. But anyway, girl, Ally Brooke really went out of her way to save this group. And I've seen tweets, well, she didn't do a very good job. What do you mean she didn't do a very good job? She got Dina LaPoe in 2015 before they even released Work From Home. So before 727 came out, they had ownership of their brand name. So what do you mean she didn't do a very good job? You see what I mean about people who are on social media who will just throw out a tweet, or they'll call Ally delusional for Simon saying that she was the glue of the group because their favorite artist is Camila and they feel like Fifth Harmony is so beneath Camila. But they don't really know anything about it. You have people who are standing these girls who didn't stand them in the group that know no context but are speaking on it. Or people who didn't know anything about them at all and still speaking on it. Because they know that this person is not as known as the other people, so she's got to be delusional. It's interesting. Because we know what Epic did to these girls, not allowing them to go to funerals, bleeding these girls dry for every last goddamn penny that this label could get. So it's interesting to me that people think that Ally Brooke or Dinah or anybody that's a part of Fifth Harmony can't go any motherfucking where and attach the name of Fifth Harmony to it. Bitch, you better believe after all I went through with that motherfucking group, I'm gonna attach my name in Fifth Harmony with it everywhere I motherfucking go and cap off that shit. Because all of that work that I put in, you bled me dry and I got nothing from it, and I still pretty much see nothing from that shit to this day. Yes, I'm going to say Fifth Harmony, Ally Brooke, Fifth Harmony, Lauren, Fifth Harmony, Normani, Fifth Harmony, whatever. Yes, unapologetically. Because you want to know what? I did work worth millions. I didn't get paid for it. I built this brand name. So you know what the fuck I'm going to do? I'm going to capitalize off of that shit. And if you think that that is desperate, you're dumb. You are dumb. I don't give a fuck. Ally Brooke of Fifth Harmony, yep. Dinah Jane of Fifth Harmony, yep. Yep. Oh, you want another interview talking about Fifth Harmony? Yep. For sure. Absolutely. Who gives a fuck? Because the only people who care are some miserable bitches that are on Twitter that are going to comment it on and be like, oh, she's milking it for whatever. Can't she move on? Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, bitch, I'm not moving the fuck on. How old was you? You was what? Between 14, 15 and the 119-year-old. And these grown-ass men in suits taking advantage of you, telling you, you can't wear your lip gloss, you can't go to your family's funeral, you can't do this, you can't do that. Literally have audios of them treating you like literal slaves, and bitches, mind you, are like, oh my God, it's so terrible. But when it's time for the girls to actually get their shit back from this motherfucking brand, now they're desperate. Funny, isn't it, bitch? So fucking funny. Isn't it? No. I'm sorry. I literally, no. People was playing with Ally. They was playing in her motherfucking face. I said, you want to know what? I had to drive my ass all the way to motherfucking Kentucky. I went on base to Fort Knox because I need to get some motherfucking armor. Because I knew, I watched the Keke Palmer interview and I knew I was going to have to go to fucking war. I knew I was, because once she said that, I was like, oh, great. They're going to run with it. And it's not even like, I don't care. Like, Fifth Harmony is a selling point in their career. Obviously, Ally Brooke doesn't have hits out her ass. Obviously, none of them do. But that's not really the point. Like, come on now. All them fucking hits them girls got in that group as a girl group. And yes, you can say all of them hits because they were a girl group, because who the fuck else was really motherfucking doing that shit? Who? Please explain it to me, because I don't know. I'm trying to figure that one the fuck out. It's crazy to me. It's so crazy to me that people still will drag these girls for attaching Fifth Harmony to their names or doing whatever. I don't give a fuck if you did a whole fucking press run with Fifth Harmony attached to your name for 6 months, bitch. 6 months, or more like 7 months and 27 fucking days. I don't care. You know how annoying that shit is? Like, why are you sitting on here? For one, you don't know this girl. Why are you dragging her? And there are moments where it's like, because I had one of my friends be like, she set herself up. And it's like, that, her setting herself up is almost like this stan mindset. Like, if you are yourself, or if in any unapologetic way, you are setting yourself up. And that doesn't really make sense to me. That brand is you. You are that brand along with other people. So what is the issue? Using it because what? Because the industry has decided that they don't want to invest in you, not because you're talented, but because you're not a cash grab? Well, there are so many talented people that are in this world who are not signed to labels, who are not in super mainstream. Do you know how many people, though, look at Ally Brooke's last video. Do you know how many artists wish that they had even the slightest platform that even the most minimal Fifth Harmony girl has? Be fucking for real. These girls can still rack up at least 1 million views, and some people can't even do that as A-list. So I find that very interesting. In order for you to be on charts, everything surrounding your song has to come together to collectively push you onto this chart. But if you're an artist that doesn't have backing, but you'll still get consistent streams, okay. Oh, you're not on a chart, you're not on Billboard, but you just got 700,000 streams in 2 days. Imagine 700,000 people standing outside to watch you fucking sing. Interesting. And people come back, well, you don't apply this to another person. Look, some people have the industry backing and still get those numbers. Some people go out of their way to get those numbers for their artist. You have to have comprehension. Girl, look, all I'm saying is stop speaking on shit that bitches do not know anything about, because Ally Brooke is, honestly, we owe Ally Brooke. We owe Ally way more than what we have given her, and all she gets in return is bullied and blah, 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 blah. You know? I understand why she could have had some unresolved feelings with Fifth Harmony ending, because she really went out of her way to save the group. She did. And they didn't. But she did. Something she worked so hard and fought so hard for was ending. For nothing. Because the label wanted to be very nasty. After the group provided the millions. But anyway, bitch, that's all I got to say for now. Because I'm going to obviously revisit this at some point. There's just like new Fifth Harmony news every other week. And I just don't understand it. I mean, Ally has been going viral left and right, which in turn is causing Fifth Harmony conversations. And those are also going viral left and right. So, girl, it is what it is. Stop speaking on Ally Brooke, and if you speak on Ally Brooke, make sure you understand what Ally Brooke has done and keep it motherfucking cute, or I'm gonna have to come drag some bitches, and that's just really that. Anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening. This is the That's Sowdev podcast where you stay true and stay you, boo. Like, literally, it's giving iconic. So make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on all social media platforms at That's Sowdev, on Twitter, Instagram, and literally everywhere else. And I'm going to be hopping off here. Make sure you take care of yourself. Drink some water. Eat some good food. All right, y'all? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for speaking positively on Ally Brooke's name going forward, bitch. I'm kind of asking, but kind of not. Anyway, hope y'all have a good one. Peace.